you are new here, my name's Ashley. Nice to meet you. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I hope your week is going very well. Today we're going to be doing a different video. It's going to be unique baby girl names that sound good in English and Spanish. And of course, this is just my opinion, so if you don't like these names, it's totally fine. But I have watched a lot of baby names that I love but won't be using videos. And a lot of times, if the couple is like Hispanic, they have a lot of names that they couldn't use because they were afraid their family couldn't say it, or that it didn't fit because it wasn't a name that they could say in English and in Spanish. And so I just created a list that I thought sounded good in English and Spanish. So these are good versatile names for your baby. Most of these names are outside of the top 100, which is really good. It's gonna be a unique name for your baby. They're probably not gonna have another person in their class with this name, which is something that I know a lot of people think about when they're naming their kids. I know everybody wants a unique and special name because that's how they feel about their baby, which I totally understand. And so I went through my list of names and I picked out a few that I thought sounded great in English and in Spanish. And so let's get started. Is a pair of names because they are very similar, but I wanted to include both. That is Adalia and Ada, or Adalia and Ada. And you might be familiar with Adalia because there was a YouTuber named Adalia Rose who passed away a few days ago. She died fighting progeria and she was only 15 years old, but she was such a light and such a beautiful soul. And so I think that's part of the reason why I have like such a positive opinion of this name. It is German, meaning noble one, and Ada is actually means noble and happy. Adalia is not ranked in the US charts, so it's a very rare name for your baby. They won't have another person in their class with this name. Ada is actually 184 on the charts, so it's outside of the top 100, but it's a little bit more familiar if that's something that you like. Some people like their names to be a little bit familiar so people know how to say them at least when they see it. But I think they're very beautiful names. They start with A and end with A. A lot of people love the sound of that and it makes it sound very feminine and pretty. So that's Adalia and Ada, or Adalia and Ada. The next name you probably have never heard before, so bear with me, but I think it's so pretty. It's Ainara or Ainara. And this name is Basque, meaning swallow, which is a type of bird. And I think it's a beautiful meaning for a name, just a little bird. I know birdie is a name that people like right now. And if you take that and you want to use that meaning, you can use Ainara. It is not ranked at all. It's a very rare name. This name sounds very royal to me, Ainara. And I really like it. Number 3 on the list is the name Alma or Alma. Alma is a Latin name meaning nourishing, but it's also a Spanish word name meaning soul. Alma is number 567 on the US charts, so it's outside of the top 100 and 500, which is really nice. I think it's a nice, short, simple name. It's still feminine. It has a really nice meaning. So that's Alma or Alma. Number 4 is actually another pair of names. These are very similar as well, but I wanted to include both. And the first one is Amalia, and the second is Amalie. And these in Spanish will be Amalia and Amalie. And I think they're so pretty. I like the Amalie ending, the li at the end. It sounds really nice. It's very feminine, again with the A ending with Amalia. And this is a Latin name meaning hardworking. Amalia is number 570 in US birth, so very unique. And Amalie is actually not ranked at all. If you like the name Emily but it's too popular for you, Amalie might be the way to go. So that's Amalia and Amalie, or Amalia and Amalie. Number 5 is the name Aura or Aura. This name is Latin, meaning glowing light, and it's not ranked at all. It's super rare. I met a girl named Aura in college, and she was the sweetest and the nicest girl, and so I have a really positive association with this name, but I think it sounds beautiful in English and Spanish. It's very soft and pretty, and I really like it. Aura, Aura. I think it's perfect short name if you like that. It actually also reminds me of Aurora, which is a really popular name right now. So if you like that name, but you think it's too popular, Aura might be something you can look into. So that's Aura and Aura. Number 6 is the name Belinda or Belinda. And Belinda is the Spanish name meaning beautiful, and it's not ranked at all in the US, which kind of surprises me. I think it's a really pretty name, and also I would think a lot of people know about it since Belinda was in Cheetah Girls 2. She was the singer that they met in Spain and sang with at the festival or composition they were at. And I feel like beautiful or pretty is a name meaning that people really love. B is also a letter that I don't see a lot of names starting with the charts right now, so it's a little bit more unique and I really like it. It's very pretty. So that's Belinda or Belinda. Number 7 is a little bit more popular, but it was too beautiful for me to not include in this list. It's actually my niece's name, and that is Eliana or Eliana. Sounds pretty much the same. Eliana is a Hebrew name meaning God has answered, and it is number 53 on the charts right now. It's a little bit more popular, but still beautiful, and it is the perfect meaning if you are having a rainbow baby. You were praying for a baby and now God has answered, so you have your little rainbow baby girl, and you can name her Eliana. So shout out to my sister for using that name because it's really, really good. And you have the nicknames Elle, Ellie, Anna if you want to use that. It might be a good way to honor Anna in the family too, or an Anne. So that's Eliana. If Eliana is too popular for you, there is a variation of Eliana that I really like, which is Eliet. Eliet. It also is Hebrew meaning God has answered, but it's actually not ranked at all in the US charts, so it's a rare name. You still have those nicknames Elle and Ellie, and it has a little bit of French to it, I think, because it has the et at the end. Eliette would also be very beautiful in the middle spot too. So that is the name Eliette. Number 9 on the list is Esmere or Esmere. It is a Turkish name meaning dark moon, and it's not ranked at all in the US. I've never even heard this name. I just found it while I was looking online. Esmere reminds me a lot of Esmeralda, and it might be a good way to honor an Esmeralda in your family. Esme is really popular right now. Esme could be a nickname for Esmere, and Esmere is way more rare than Esme. You also have the nickname Ray, which is really nice, and it's a gender neutral name. It's a longer name that you could kind of choose what kind of nickname you would like, and it can grow with a baby girl and a teenager and a woman, Esmere. I love that name, it's so beautiful. The next name on the list is one of my favorites. It's Evaluna or Evaluna. It is an English, Hebrew, and Latin name meaning life and moon, which you could probably have guessed. It is not ranked in the US at all, although you might be familiar with the name because of the singer named Evaluna. With Luna being so popular, and it is such a beautiful name that if you didn't want to use it, you could look for a longer version, which could be Evaluna and have the nickname Luna, or you could have the nickname Eve or Eva. And I think it's a really versatile name. It sounds good in English and Spanish, and it's very feminine and pretty as well. So that's Evaluna or Evaluna. The next name on this list is Evelina. Evelina. And this name is a Slavic form of the name Evelyn, which means beautiful bird. And so it would be a nice way to honor an Evelyn in your family. Evelina is completely unranked, and I have never heard of it until 2021 when I saw it online. Evelina is so beautiful and cute for a baby, but also a beautiful name for a woman. Evelina. You have the nickname Eve or Lena. It's definitely a girly girl name, so if you like that, consider Evelina. Number 12 is another bit more popular name, but it's very beautiful. It's another one of my niece's names, and that is Layla. Layla is Arabic, meaning night or black, and it is the number 24 in the US, so it's a bit more popular. But if you're looking for a short, cute, girly girl name, Layla is the way to go. It just rolls off the tongue, Layla. And in English and in Spanish, it sounds exactly the same. There's different ways to spell it. You could do Layla, Leila, Leyla. It's a very versatile name. I think it's super pretty and perfect for a baby girl. Number 13 is such a beautiful name. I love it, and that's the name Juvia or Juvia. And it is obviously a Spanish word meaning rain. It is completely unranked in the US, and I think it's just beautiful. It's a nature name, which is really popular right now, and people really love like names like river and flower names and stuff like that. But Juvia, I love that. It's similar to Julia, so I think it's really wearable still, and people will know how to say it if they know the word Julia in Spanish. I love this name. It's so unique and so beautiful. Rain has a lot of symbolic meanings that maybe you could connect to your baby, but that's the name Juvia. Love it. Love it. The next name on this list is Luana. And Luana is Hawaiian, meaning enjoyment. Luana is not ranked at all in the US. It is such a feminine name. It has the nickname Lulu, it has the nickname Anna, but it is still super unique. Luana reminds me a little bit of Moana, but it sounds much more wearable, Luana. And I just really love it. It's still pretty short and sweet. I think it's really easy to pronounce, and it just rolls off the tongue, Luana. I love it. The next name is another pretty popular name. You might have heard it. It is Mila. Mila is Slavic, meaning people's favor. It is currently number 20 in US births. I just thought Mila was so beautiful. Mila sounds great in English and in Spanish. It's well known, probably from the actress Mila Kunis. And I just think that Mila is really nice. Mila is super easy to say, super easy to spell, and it's just so simply pretty that it would be perfect for a baby girl. So if you have seen Encanto, you might recognize this name. This name is Mirabel or Mirabel. Mirabel is French, meaning wondrous, and it is currently not ranked at all in the US. You can get in early with this name after it came out in a Disney movie. People might be using it, but I think it's so beautiful. I think it sounds equally as beautiful in English and in Spanish. Mirabel. You can spell it Mirabelle, or you could just cut off the LE and leave it simple. This name is just so unique and so beautiful, and you have the nickname Belle or Elle if you wanted to. I think it's a really girly name and a very pretty name, and now it holds a lot of meaning with the movie as well as if you're a Disney lover. So that name is Mirabel or Mirabel. Number 17 on the list is Rosalia or Rosalia. Rosalia is a Latin name meaning rose. It is currently number 744 in US births, so it's still super unique. It reminds me of the name Rosalie, which Twilight fans would know, and Rosalie is a little bit more popular than Rosalia, and it just has the same beauty, but it's just a little bit different and a little bit more girly with the A at the end, it would be a good name to honor a rose in the family. And you do have that nickname Rose. A rose is very symbolic, so it's a beautiful name for a baby girl, Rosalia or Rosalia. Also, Rosalia is a singer from Spain, so people might be more familiar with the name, which is good in some cases because they'll know how to say it and it won't be some foreign thing to them. But yeah, Rosalia, Rosalia. The next name is Salma or Salma. Salma is Arabic meaning peace, and I think that's so beautiful. Salma is not ranked at all in the US. I think it's a really simple, short name. Salma also reminds me of Psalms in the Bible, and Psalm is a celebrity baby name from Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's baby. So it has that little trendy touch of Psalm, but it's Salma or Salma. A very effortless name and very pretty. I love this name. We are nearing the end of the list, so the second to last name is Valentina or Valentina. Valentina is Latin meaning strength and health, which is a very powerful meaning for a name, and it is currently number 73 in US births, so it's still inside the top 100, but it's a very pretty name. It is a longer name. You can shorten it if you like the name Tina or if you like the name Val. Val is such a cool name. This would also be super cute if your baby was being born around Valentine's Day, which is around my birthday. Valentina. It's just beautiful. Our last name is very unique. It is the name Zafira or Zafira. And Zafira is Arabic meaning to succeed, and it's also German, and in German it means sapphire, which I would have guessed Zafira, sapphire. Zafira is not ranked at all in the US. It's a Z name, which I know people really like. It's a little bit more edgy, Zafira, but it still is very feminine with the A at the end. It sounds beautiful in English and Spanish. Zafira, Zafira. I actually like it a little bit more in Spanish. You have the nickname Zafi, which I think is super cute, and it sounds like it could be really trendy. So that's Zafira or Zafira. Well, that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you are an expectant mother or if you're looking for a name for yourself, I hope you found a little bit of inspiration with this video. If you guys want to see a voice version of this video, please let me know in the comments down below. And please let me know your favorite name from this list. I would love to hear it. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.